The fact that I'm looking like a Holocaust survivor, bro, just forget it, bro. Like, I'm gonna talk about purpose in this video, bro. My journey about purpose, how I found the purpose, how I'm clearer than ever, how you can find a purpose easily, fast, quickly. I've done lots of research on this topic. You're gonna get an answer in this video, so just don't skip out, bro. Otherwise, you're missing out on a potential life that you could be living right now, where you have a clear purpose, you have a clear goal, you're progressing towards it every single day. You're missing out if you don't watch this video till the end. I know it's a long one, but you have to watch it till the end. So I found self-improvement when I was like 15 years old, and like whenever like I made progress, like for 7 days I used to work hard, then 7 days back down, 7 days work hard, 7 days back down. So that cycle was continuing like till this day, almost like you could say till for 3 years it continued. Like I never found that like click that people used to talk about, like whether there's this happens and then they just forget everything. I'm like, how does that happen? Like, why am I not consistent, man? Like I did everything like to be consistent. The reason why I wasn't consistent is because I wasn't clear enough on what I want to do. I knew what to do. Like I knew I kind of want this goal, right? Like whether it was money, body, etc. Kind of knew what I wanted, but I didn't know how to approach it and how to structure my life around my purpose. So that's probably one topic we're going to cover in this video. And by the end of it, you'll probably have an answer to this situation as well, where you're constantly facing these up and downs, and you'll stop it and you'll be a forever increasing person. Like yes, you'll have one bad day, but like the next day or the next hour, you're like, what the hell, man? And you'll be back to work.
We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives. We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars, but we won't. We're slowly learning that fact. And we're very, very pissed off.
There's an emptiness within the common person right now. You have everything. You're born with the food, the clothes, the decent money. Like, only it's easier to believe that if your family got bombed in a bomb blast, you'd be more motivated to take care of your own family. So that is one purpose. When you're especially like you're very poor and you have to make money, then your entire purpose is to make the money. So the emptiness is being caused because of the baseline standard of living going up. So that's why people just have everything by default. Okay, so when you have everything without earning it, you don't appreciate it. So that's probably where the emptiness is coming from. There are so many different opportunities unlocked right now, like in terms of career and like just life path in general. Like 50 years ago, there was just like basic engineer, doctor, and this and that, lawyer, and all that bullshit. Now it's unlimited. Yet no one is pursuing these different careers and different desires. Like there are so many options, yet no one's pursuing them. Why? Like this is the following that I've seen in people in general, in amongst the population, young people especially. These are the following things that I've seen in the population. People are very ambitious but lost because of social media, Instagram. People see a potential life that they could be having or others are having. They think that, okay, even I can have that life. So they are ambitious by default, but they are lost because they don't know how to get there. Next is expectations of quick results without consistent effort. Again, like you see all these stories like 2 years, oh, I'm a millionaire at 19 and all. Definitely it's possible, but you don't know the fact that that millionaire who's 19 was working on the same business since he was 12 years old. You don't see that. You see your current position with his current position. You both are 19, yes, but he started when he was 12. You started last year, or you haven't even started yet. So it's a 7 to 10 year journey. Like you have to know that you can find success like earlier, like smaller levels of success. I'm talking about the success that you are thinking of, the Instagram level success. So that's where the false expectations are coming from. Shiny object syndrome is a big one, man. People are switching up their purpose every single week, it seems like. I'll give you an example, man. I've switched businesses or hustles so many times I've lost count. And that's probably the biggest mistake I've made. I started off with e-commerce. I was doing YouTube, obviously. I tried real estate, I tried photography, videography, I tried events business, I tried like I worked at a job, I worked in freelancing. Bro, run way too many things. The goal is the same. In my mind, the goal is same. Okay, I want this level of money, I want this. What is confusing is how to get there. How to get there? You can get there with any method. Any method will work, provided you stick with that method and only that method. Okay, so purpose switching comes from shiny object syndrome. When something gets hard, you you're like, maybe this is not for me, this is not my skill set, I'm not naturally good at this, and then you move on to other things. So avoid that. And fourth one is a big one, man. People are waiting to find their passion. We'll discuss why passion is bullshit in the later parts of the video, but you will never find your passion just like that. And I'll tell you what the solution is to cracking your passion. Like, passion and purpose are kind of the same kind of words, but they are in a sense different as well. Purpose is very different from passion, and I'll explain that in a bit. I'm not gonna tell you anything that you've heard before, man. Like, I'm not gonna tell you, oh, purpose is garbage, passion is garbage, obsession, all that is garbage, just start working. It's not. Purpose is a very real thing, right? Just think about the greatest inventors of all time, like Thomas Edison, for example. He invented the light bulb. He had an unshakable obsession for inventing the light bulb, just working on a singular problem all day, every single day and night, until he did it. Until he did it, right? Take examples of good mothers, man. They sacrifice their own well-being in order to take care of their children, bro. That is obsession. That is purpose. So we need to find something like that for you. Or rather, you have to find that for you. I'm not gonna do it for you. You have to do it for yourself, man. I'll just tell you how to do it. You have to put in the work. You cannot learn your life's purpose. You act your way into it. Let me tell you a story, man. People know what they want to do, but they still don't do it. Take a classic example of guy is 50 years old. He realizes he has cancer, 23 days to live, blood cancer. And he's like, man, I have 23 days to live. Like, I might as well just do whatever, man. Like, he quits his job, he breaks all garbage relationships, he starts working on his dream, etc., etc. Maybe 14 days later, his cancer goes into remission. Is that an accident? No. Your body complains when you're not finding a purpose. That's how deep this is. Now, one interesting question is, did that guy not know his purpose until he found his cancer? No, he always knew what to do, despite whatever his life circumstances were. He only chose to act on his purpose when he realized that he has cancer. Now, do you want to wait till you find cancer in your body? Do you want to wait till you're 50 years old? No, you don't. You already know what to do, right? People know what they want to do. If your body is garbage, improve it. If it bugs you enough, you improve it. If your finance is not good, you improve it. What I'm getting at here is people know their passion. People know their purpose. People know what to do, yet they don't do it. And that cancer example is a very real example. People have actually done this. You can find unlimited case studies like this where people find some kind of disease, they have only X amount of days to live, and then they completely change everything. Have you seen the Breaking Bad? The guy, he's like some garbage job and all that garbage. He finds out he has cancer or something. Look at what he does with his life, man. You want to live like that. Though it's a path of crime, it's still something. He died a happy person, man. He died satisfied, bro. That's all you need. The men that die every single day, that knew what their purpose was, but still did nothing. Right? So how can you complain you have no purpose when there's clearly things in your daily life that bother you? Again, no good body, no finance, no health, no relationship, no nothing. And you're complaining you don't have a passion. You don't have a purpose. You're complaining about the things. They are clearly bothering you. If you would solve it, you would feel good. There you go. That's your purpose. Right? So if you're following me on Twitter or X, you'll see my bio, man. It clearly says this. I've dedicated my life now to solving my own problems. Okay? Plain and simple, man. Don't complicate things. Solve your problems. As simple as that. And you want to know one more thing, man. When you start solving some kind of problem, the more important that problem is in your life, the harder you will feel to start it. Okay? So when you want to, let's say, start cold approaching and all of that, If that's like a 10 out of 10 difficulty level, that is what you have to do. That is the most important for you. Sure, like if building a body is 3 out of 10 difficulty for you, sure, that is still a form of purpose. You're still moving towards the ideal self. But just you have to remember this: the harder something is, the more important it is for you. And now let's add some kind of complexity to this argument where you don't know your passion for it. You genuinely like don't know. Like you're like, nah, but I don't want to do this. I don't want to do body. And I don't really want money, etc. etc. Another theory is that curiosity breeds obsession. What does that mean? When you're curious about something, when you're genuinely curious about a topic, a lifestyle, or a path of living, whatever, you start off like with a little bit of curiosity. The more you feed it, the more you get good at it, the more you get better at it. Your curiosity for that increases. And what is curiosity? Curiosity is the little brother of obsession. Obsession is just a bigger curiosity. Just look at this graphic I've made over here, man. It's a simple graphic. You start off as a small flame. Over time, your curiosity rises until it becomes obsession, right? The deeper you'll dive in, the more interested you'll be to find out more. Over the months and years, when you're consistently pursuing something merely out of curiosity, you will 100% be taking advantage of the compound effect. You'll be known for specialized knowledge and unlock insane opportunities for yourself. In the journey of solving problems, the challenges you'll face will be unimaginable, but that's the price you have to pay to earn a purpose in life. To talk about some more verticals, check out this other mind map that's on the screen right now. You could work on your finances, health, relationships, your looks, fame, charisma, knowledge. There's so many verticals you can work on for yourself. You have to pick the ones that burn you from the inside the most and then go all in. That is your purpose, bro. It does not get more complicated than this. Most of us have two lives: the life we live and the unlived life within us. Between the two stands resistance. Resistance is something you feel when you do something hard. So when you at the beginning of the set, when it's cold outside, like you have to do a dip set, weighted dips. It's super difficult. The resistance you feel, like you don't feel like doing it. That is called resistance. And resistance is a evil. So you want to reflect for a bit and think of every single excuse you've made in the past, your entire life. It was most likely resistance. Even if you thought it wasn't, anything that stops you from achieving a goal or your task, it's resistance, even if you don't know it. Right? Some examples are: I might injure myself. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm overworking. I need to take a break. I need to spend time with my family. I'm not good at maths. My genetics won't let me do this. My parents didn't raise me right. I'm too ugly to get girls. Some people are just lucky. List is endless. Resistance is an invisible force of nature whose sole purpose is to stop you from achieving your goal. I'll give you one more example. If you decide to meditate every day for 30 minutes, for example, and for any reason you don't, it's resistance, right? Or you're late for work, resistance. Why didn't you get up early? Like, it's all resistance. Plays games like you don't know. Resistance will purposely make you wake up late and so that you miss your meditation session. It's that evil. For any reason you miss meditation, you're like, oh, it's not working, or maybe, oh, I'm already feeling, mindful today. I don't need to meditate for 30 minutes, etc., etc. All of that is resistance. Well, sometimes your brain will genuinely give you some crazy ideas or thoughts that it wishes you to execute. The good voice in our head, that crazy voice, or you'll feel that inclination. You feel like running 100 kilometers for no reason. You'll feel like, sleeping on a mountain alone. You'll feel like dropping out of college or leaving your job, quitting your job, etc. These crazy thoughts and ideas, like that good voice in your head is telling you to do. So this raises a valid question, like, should we pursue everything that our mind tells us to do? The good voice that tells you to do 10 more push-ups or tells you to be disciplined all the time. It will tell you to do these hard things. Okay. Again, I mentioned above, like quitting a job, dropping out, sleeping on a mountain, like going out for a wild ride, and anything. It will be going to a new country without, like, just like that. Like, book a flight tomorrow, boom, next country. It will give you these ideas. Now, question is, should you pursue these ideas? Is it just inconvenience, or is it resistance stopping you from achieving your greatest goals. From my personal experience, I've sometimes followed this voice in my head that tells me to do crazy things. From my experience, you have to do exactly what you want to do. Whatever that voice is in your head, I don't know what that voice is. It's God or the good voice or the angel or whoever you want to call it. It will tell you, it is a guide, bro. And you want to do exactly what it tells you to do all the time. You want to sleep on a mountain at night? Do it. You want to spend all your money and go to Thailand? Do it. You want to cold approach the 10 even if you're ugly? Do it. Dropping out of college? Do it. Only the goal matters, not how you get there. So there's no such thing as inconvenience, man. So if you have a birthday party, for example, and the venue is 10 kilometers away, then there's that small voice in your head that's telling you, maybe you should run there. You're like, what? Run there? Yeah. Maybe you should run there. Trust me and run there. You will not regret it. Honestly, bro. Honestly, this is it. Resistance. This is it. Follow the voice 100% of the time. Like, your purpose, right? Just imagine again. Just imagine the cancer patient. If you knew you were gonna die in 15 days, and the voice is telling you, "Oh, run 10 kilometers to the birthday party," you would run, right? Like, yeah, man, of course I'd run. The voice is telling me to run. Of course I'd run. And run. I remember a few months ago when I met this millionaire. I'd gone to his factory, his manufacturing unit. He was an owner of a large electrical panels manufacturing facility or business, you could say. Definitely a millionaire. And I'd gone to take his interview slash podcast for my podcast. We were talking about passion. I was asking him certain questions, and I asked him the following question. I asked him, "Do you love what you do?" He said, "Of course I love what I do." That kind of confused me a bit. Why? Because when we generally talk about passion these days, people ask other people, "What is your passion?" And people just give the same kind of garbage replies, childlike answers. I'm passionate about music, I'm passionate about art, I'm passionate about reading, I'm passionate about skateboarding, I'm passionate about what else have I written, man? I'm passionate about sports, I'm passionate about cars, hiking, etc. etc. There's nothing wrong with pursuing careers in these domains that I just mentioned, but how does it explain the conversation I had with the millionaire earlier? He said he loves what he does. How do you explain someone that is passionate about electrical panels? The people that really love what they do have no interest in the things that were mentioned above. Music, cars, sports, hiking, reading. It's not what most people that are passionate about. The happiest, most passionate people are not those who followed their passion, but instead those who've been around long enough to become good at what they do. Just think about it, man. You can like anything if you're good at it. Tate gives this example. Do you think the concrete billionaire loves what he does? Like, he loves what he does because he's the best at it. He doesn't love concrete. He loves what he does because he struggled so much. He went through a period of not loving it until he was eventually good at it. The question now becomes, what am I willing to get good at by sacrificing everything I've got? You'll find this through trial and error eventually after solving multiple problems in your own life. Once you remove the baseline, once you fix the small level problems, like fixing your bad health or your finances or this and that, once you only solve these basic problems, you will find a desire or the inclination to solve a grander, much bigger problem, like the concrete billionaire, for example, or the electrical panels business. You don't have to love what you do if you're the fucking best. So now, how do you take action? I've created a projects framework for you that you can follow by simply applying all the things you've learned till now. What you want to do is treat your life as one big science project where you're constantly solving different problems and complications that are coming. So if you're a complete loser right now, focusing on many goals can be overwhelming for you. It's just not possible to focus on these many things if you're a complete beginner. For that, your solution is to take one big problem. Let's say you want to gain muscle. That's a very big problem. Lots of multiple sub tasks under it. Like, you want to learn how to create the best routine for yourself. You want to create your own diet. You have to study how to cook those meals. You'll have to optimize your testosterone. How you're going to do that? You have to learn. There's lots of different things, experimentation, etc. That's why you're treating it as a science project. So you want to break these big tasks into smaller subtasks and goals and achieve them one by one, and set a target. Okay, I want to learn everything there is about testosterone maximization in the next 2 days. Boom. As simple as that. As simple as that. And you tick it off, tick it off, tick it off. Just tick things off non-stop. Let me show you. This is where I put my stuff, man. This is where my projects are. So you just want to write it down somewhere, man, in your notes app or real life, hand paper, whatever. Lucky for you, I've created a way to gamify your life, to treat it as a science project. I've created a full template that you can download, and you can either edit it over there, you can copy paste it in your notes, or you can copy the whole thing handwritten. You can print it out, etc. Whatever you want to do, man. I'm having the screen recording of it right now, and the link of that is in my bio. If you want to know one thing, bro, no matter how hard you'll work, it'll only matter if you achieve the goal. I created this graphic for you over here, man. Like, the hard work only matters if you achieve the goal. Otherwise, you'll always be in the valley of despair. And to achieve that set goal, you need to have a strong purpose to back it up, and to actually make sure that, like, in the harder times, like, you actually like push through, right? So if someone were to ask me what my purpose is right now, I still don't have an answer. But my purpose right now, it's like, I love the fact that I get to solve my problems now full time. That seems like a purpose for me. Like, it does not have to be one grand, oh, my purpose is to feed 1 million starving babies in Africa. That's my grand purpose, man, throughout the next 10 years. It doesn't have to be that big, bro. Like, I'm very purposeful right now, knowing that I'm solving my problems full time. And you want a similar kind of existence for yourself as well. Now, you may know your purpose, but you'll not progress in any real way if your fundamentals are fucked. So I've actually created a video on that topic as well, which you might want to check out after that one, on how to unscramble your mind, how to fix the fundamentals that are holding you back. Now, if you are choosing this path of life, you are choosing a path of mental demolition. You will nearly die because of how much mental pain you have. You'll be pretty miserable, but you are miserable right now as well. So you have to choose. Like, you want the future where your wife and kids don't respect you, or you want the future where your goals and dreams are a reality. You have to choose your miserable. I've given you how to find your purpose. Now, what you do after this is up to you. I am not responsible. It's up to you. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, X, Instagram. Follow my newsletter as well. I post one weekly, big newsletter. It takes me 6+ hours to write. All of that is in the description. You'd love to check it out. Thanks for watching.